It is Saturday, and you're watching Biggest Beauty. We're talking about who inspires us, and for me, I've mentioned her so many times that I'm sure you know that my mom is my number one inspiration. But I thought, I've talked about her before, so I think I want to talk about the inspiration for my inspiration, and that is her mother, my grandma. She grew up dirt poor, not a great childhood. When I say that, that's a gross understatement. A really horrible childhood where she was not treated well. When she was in 9th grade, I believe, her parents told her that she was too stupid to go to school anymore because it was a waste of time. She was too stupid, and so she should stay home and learn how to take care of the farm. So it was not a great childhood, and she grew up, married my grandpa, had a couple kids, divorced my grandpa, married him again, which, by the way, is a recurring theme in my family's history, because my mom did the same thing, divorced and married the same man again. So I'm wondering, I'm not planning to get divorced, but if I do, I figure I'll just marry him again, so what's the point? Anyway, then she had a couple more kids, including my mom, and basically, ran the household while my grandpa was away. He was in the Navy. He was gone a lot, of course, as anybody who has military family knows. She was just super mom, and then super grandma, because growing up, my parents, like a lot of families, both my parents worked, and so when school was over, we came to my grandma's house, which is kind of funny because that's where I live right now. So it's a little, like, the room right where I'm sitting right now is where there used to be a pull-out bed that my brother and I slept on when we spent the night, whenever my parents needed a break and we came over to sleep. So it's kind of funny having, living here, and sometimes I just have flashbacks. Here's the thing that's really inspirational about my grandma. Well, first of all, she was the quintessential grandma. She baked cookies and, spoiled us rotten and all of that. But when I was growing up, after her kids obviously were grown, she went back to school. She got her GED. Then she went to nursing school. She got her LPN and then her RN. And then she spent the rest of her working days, her able days, taking care of people. And it was, she was 50 when she went back to school, or close to. And that is a huge inspiration. For myself, and I think for a lot of people, sometimes we feel like there are limits. And, you're too old to do this, you're too young to do that. And yet, to see someone break through that limit and to go to school at an older age, or you see those, she's like 15 or 16-year-old fashion designer who's growing in popularity. Things you don't think should happen until a certain time, or that you only have until this age to do things, and yet you shouldn't limit yourself. And so to have that inspiration to just ignore the self-imposed limits or the society-imposed limits and just do what's right for you. Furthermore, she's just an amazing person. When she got her RN, she worked in a nursing home. She found that wasn't, working at institutions like that, she couldn't give the personal care that she really wanted to. So she started working nights as a home health care professional for children critically ill children, or severely ill, like feeding tubes and breathing tubes, and can't walk, can't talk, can't do anything for themselves, basically, kind of children. The kind that a lot of people just throw away. And she loved them like they were her own. And again, that's another inspiration, another reminder that no one is garbage. Everyone is special. And we should treat everyone with that in mind. So she's just an amazing person, and I love her, and she inspires me. So watch for Samantha's inspiration tomorrow, and I love you guys.